Hello and welcome back to Web 2.0 and Foreign Language Teaching. Today I want to show you how you can use Google Docs in your language lessons. For that you need a Google account and then you need to activate Google Docs. I'm going to show you how to do that in a bit. And ideally you've got an ICT classroom. The only thing that your students need is a Google account. You may well have already set up your Google account last time when I told you about using Google Maps. One of the ways to get to Google Docs is to just visit the Google homepage where you can do your searches and so on and so forth. Sign in with your account or create account first and then click on My Account on the top right. There you see something My Services, and you can also see Try Something New. Now there you should find Docs, and if you click on that you will be taken here. Now your screen will look slightly different because you actually haven't set up any documents yet. I've created several documents. This is why my screen looks quite crowded just here. Now if you have a look to the top left, you see a little button called New. If you then choose Document there, a new page with an empty document opens. You can already see that there are lots of buttons there that you already know from your own word processor, be it Microsoft Word or whether you use OpenOffice word processor. You can format text, bold, italics, underlined. You can use numbered lists, and you can have bulleted lists. You can indent paragraphs and so on and so forth. Now to start typing, you just start typing. So you can have a top heading, for example. You can make that a proper heading by clicking on Style and choosing, for example, header 1. And then you just enter your text, whatever it could be. It could be a long text in a foreign language, for example French or Spanish, German, whatever that may be. You should also regularly save your document by clicking on Save at the top right. And this way you can have a text which is stored online. Now at the moment you may well say, well, that's just like my word processor at home. The good thing about Google Docs is, however, that your document is not stored on your hard drive but stored on a server on the internet, which makes it accessible to all people you invite to edit this document. The good thing about Google Docs is that people can work on a text together simultaneously and create a long text collaboratively. People can, for example, read certain passages, find mistakes, correct those mistakes. They may want to move paragraphs around, things like this, for example. Now to do this you need to share your document. So click on Share at the top right, and there you are asked to enter the email addresses of the people you want to share the document with. Now if you know which email addresses your collaborators have used to sign up in Google, then it's wise to use these, because then people can just log in with their normal Google account straight away and start working on your document. So you just enter the email addresses of all the people you want to work together on that document, and then you just click on Invite Collaborators. There's two advanced permissions there. You can either allow collaborators to invite other users, so you can have a little snowball effect and have more and more people working on the document, or you can say, well, I want to decide who's working on this and not the other people, so you just need to deselect that option. Invitations may be used by anyone. This allows mailing lists so that anybody can email all the people working on one document, give them information, exchange information, and so on and so forth. Now if you then click on Invite Collaborators, you see this screen which allows you to put a personal message into this invitation as well. And then you just click on Send. all the people you have invited to work on the document will then get an email which will look like this, and you see there's just a link included, not the document itself. If people then click on the link, they are taken to the document where they then can edit text, they can format text, they can rearrange text, and the good thing is that all people can do this simultaneously at the same time. You see here, this person, for example, decides to have this in italics, this should be in red, and so on and so forth. Now, possible uses for this tool in language teaching could be, for example, creating a long text, and students are then asked to find and correct mistakes in the text, and they work on this text at the same time. You could, for example, time them and see how long it takes them to find all the mistakes. Students could make boring stories or essays or pieces of coursework more interesting. You can also get students to write a text from scratch collaboratively on a certain topic. Students could help one another when writing texts, so other students read through the text, make suggestions, change the text around, and so on and so forth. I'm sure that you will think of more uses possibly, but sort of these are the ones that spring to mind directly. So go on, try it out. I know it will be fun, and I found that students will get writing really quickly, and that tends to be a problem sometimes because most students don't actually enjoy writing. So thanks again for listening and watching the movie, and I hope I'll see you soon back here at Web 2.0 in language teaching. If you've got any suggestions or want to give general feedback, please send an email either to info@stefanrinke.net, or even better, leave a comment here. Thanks again.